bless you. It is the 9th on a Monday here, islandproject.com. Nation, again, get your money out of the banks. You're going to need to build prosperity with us, get out of bank debt, get your cash flows up, because we are sitting on the verge of a major Wall Street catastrophe. The U.S. stock market was down 1,000 points in futures trading. It was down like 600 points as the market opened. We've got a massive flashpoint in the oil market, skyrocketing, the worst we've seen in 40 years. Worse than like the Suez Canal crisis, worse than the Iraq War. Some 20 to 40% of the entire oil markets have now been bottlenecked. This, of course, is raising massive, but this is what I predicted, hyperinflation. They're calling it stagflation. Massive hyperinflationary fears, which again, what's that going to do? It's going to cause Bitcoin to skyrocket, which it's doing today. People are going to panic and stampede, exit the freaking banks. It puts pressure on stocks, put pressure on gold and silver. And this is all a part of the plan. Trust this freaking plan. Trust this plan, folks. Understand, this was the game plan. We predicted the Iran attacks. And I'm going to tell you what happens next. What happens next, just got to pull over here for a second just so I can think, is that China is going to attack Taiwan. So that's freaking next. That's a guarantee. More supply disruptions with oil. The UAE can't produce or provide any from that slack supply that they might have because of the war. And you have to understand too, we were expecting chaos. I told you when Donald Trump got into the office, there would be chaos. There was chaos in his first term. We saw the lockdowns, the other words that I can't say. We saw supply shocks. We saw massive market moves. Then Bitcoin soared, went up like 10x, just like I predicted. And the same thing is going to happen now as they open up war. And it looks like Lindsey Graham and Trump and Carolyn Levitt are about to attack Cuba next. They just kidnapped Nicolas Maduro. I mean, it sounds like I'm like giving you guys a movie script, and these are the actual facts. Like, the actual facts is that all the events that have actually happened in recent months, it's almost like a chaos agent, and there's a key to that. A chaos agent has intentionally done all this stuff. So you have to understand that the new world, you know what, the elites, right? We'll call them the Dolphin Illuminati, okay, just to play with the algorithms, are doing all this stuff on purpose. They're never going to pay back the debt. The debt's going to cost another $10 trillion in Iran. They're not going to rebuild that or be out of Iran quickly, even if they lie and say mission accomplished, like George W. Bush. We're going to have troops there, stationed there. There's going to be a massive BlackRock rebuilding. They're remodeling the entire Middle East. Jared Kushner and the rest of them, who might even arguably be more powerful than the President of the United States. Let's go for a drive for a minute. Let's cool off. Okay, but you have to understand, there's massive hyperinflation, folks. There's massive hyperinflation. So what do you do during hyperinflation? You've got to own real assets in safe havens with no bank debt, like islandproject.com. Get into Deck 2. We've had dozens of new onboards, just 100 new investors coming in, 200K minimum. Make sure you call my dad, 808-442-2934, and get in right away while you still can, because people are going to start figuring out that, again, look at Bitcoin, for example. Bitcoin's a Trojan horse. It was planted there for a reason. I told you this years ago. It's how I knew about it. It was going to take over the entire system. That was the plan. That was the freaking agenda. Bitcoin was their solution. Tokenization is the solution. And as America burns, new patriots and new America, the digital Noah's Ark will build on the ashes, quite frankly, just like the founding fathers did. Because again, you can't rely on your government. You can't rely on the rigged financial system. You can't rely on the rigged state or Wall Street, which is rigged. Who wants to own U.S. Treasury debt and bonds in this market? Nobody, dude. No one wants U.S. Treasury debt or bonds. And everybody knows that that's fake. So understand that there's a certain intentionally designed element of chaos, and they want a constant atmosphere of fear. That's all about controlling the American population. They want the financial system to blow up. So understand that the people in charge want it to blow up. that the goal is collapse. The goal is the collapse of the US dollar. The goal is hyperinflation. The goal is war. The goal is to drop BOMBs. That's what the elites want. That is the design. So it's not an accident, just like 2020 was pre-planned and engineered in an inside job. Just like Bitcoin's taking over the entire world. It's now worth trillions and trillions of dollars. It didn't come out of nowhere. And this is what the American people have missed. So it's a beautiful day here out in the AZ boo, at the AZ booyah. And we drive in the lime green praying Lamborghini Manus because we always be praying, and I love you guys. But it's also just important to have a cool head here. Get prepped, get ready, get your body in shape, your mind in shape. Most importantly, your spirit, get your money out of the banks. Go live your life, live your investment island project, do big, powerful things. Don't let this world steal your joy, take away from your wealth and prosperity. Do exactly what our founding fathers did. What did our founding fathers do? They planted their flag. They conquered the West. They took America and built it back better. And it's the same thing we're doing now with other Christians here and worldwide. Because again, the American spirit isn't limited to some specific geography. No, it is a mindset. It is intention. It is lifestyle. It is spirit. All those things built 1776. And I'm on a real estate tour too. We're looking at more acquisitions today as well, flying all around the world. I've got some really new exotic locations you guys will be seeing. Also too, we just bought a new Lambo. All of our Diamond Nut tiers and Platinum tiers get to drive our brand new Whale Blue Lamborghini, 800 horsepower, parked in Honolulu at our beautiful property. So as soon as you're on board, book your vacation, drive the literal Lambo. Like, don't just watch me driving the Lambo, you drive the friggin' Lambo. That's what makes us different from all these other people you're following, is you actually put your real key in the ignition and you get to live the dream with other Christians in prosperity, with hope, and do big things with your money. Watch that video with my father we just put out, and it really is an honor to serve. So I love you all. God bless you. Jesus Christ is King. And make sure you click the link below. That's islandproject.com. That's islandproject.com. 808-442-2934. That's 808-442-2934.
Controlled demolitions of the financial markets, we've seen those in 2008. But while all these things are coming down, Island Project will stand strong and be there. He's designed it that way, and we've implemented that into our business plan. We've created a safe haven for an investment that you're going to get all kinds of interactive use out of the investment. Enjoy it. It's a safe place. It's a community investment. I just got off the phone with somebody this morning. Gonna drop $500K into Deck 2. He spends 30 days a year, Four Seasons resorts, beautiful properties all over the world. He spends 75, 80K to do that, and that money just goes away. He's gonna come in with us and he's gonna get X amount of days every year, no charge. And 10 years from now, that $500K investment is gonna be worth $1 million.